everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Friday, guys. My God, 3P tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, something very interesting is happening, has happened. Okay? This announcement is very, very important for the future to a certain extent, right? And we're going to get into why. Okay? It's going to be a fun conversation. And we may get into some potential stuff that may be happening in the future. So we're going to see what's going to happen. So guys, there's 10 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's start saying hello to you guys so we can get started. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. He says, good evening, collectors. Turning in as I'm driving down the New Jersey Parkway to lose a bunch of this guy. Be careful, my friend. Have fun. If you win, save me some. Don't be cheap. Oh, he says tuning in. We got Bo.
How you doing?
Bo. He says stay frosty at T800. We got Christian in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, please hit that like button as you come in. There's 13 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. There's 14 of you guys in here now. Please hit that like button. Patrick, my friend, welcome. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. We got two.
I'm doing.
Welcome, my friend. Guys, there's 17 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Welcome, everybody. We got Lou.
I'm doing.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
I said, what up, my 1/6 DC collectors? And remember, set clocks forward 1 hour on Sunday. Already? Yeah? Did you guys hear that they may permanently change that? And they're trying to figure out if we want to add an hour or remove an hour, and people are trying to figure it out. So it's like split 50-50 because some people want to add the hour, some people want to remove the hour. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys. We'll see who wins. We got Matt Planet in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So it looks like we're going to get started. I'll wait a couple of minutes because nobody was here. We have JD. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Hey, peeps. Man, that Mr. Freeze announcement left me frozen. Like the movie Frozen. Guys, so it is crazy, okay? It is crazy, okay? You guys have no idea how insane this announcement is, okay? Like, you guys don't understand. Again, I don't want to hype it up too much because I don't want, the true professionals in the community to to come for me and tell me that I'm wrong as usual. Oh man. All right, guys, let's get started. We're nobodies, huh? I see how it is. Oh my God. All right, let's get started, guys. So. As you guys can see, all right. So we get this gorgeous, okay, gorgeous announcement, okay. I can tell you guys there is one person in this community right now that is not having a good time over this announcement. And he's like this right now. I would assume that you guys know who it is. It's going to be a very tough. And for those who think that this is still happening, from Jazz Inc. Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Think about this. Hot Toys just announced this thing, which it's incredible. Okay. It's a USB everything, weapon, USB body, USB everything. Okay. Please, somebody tell me how Jazz Inc. is going to compete with this masterpiece.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Never in a billion years. And the worst part is that when we have something to compare it to, that's when people will realize that his product is garbage. So he would never do that to himself. The reason why he's balls deep with the Catwoman right now is because there's no competition. Nobody else is doing it. So there's no comparison. Obviously, yes, somebody else is making it, but there's no Hot Toys in the game to compare it to. So that's why he feels like there's no competition right now. So he decides to make this. He will make no money. Yes, the 3 people will buy and say it's the greatest thing in the world. Clearly, everybody knows it will never be that. So for him to get into it after this announcement is crazy. It will never happen, guaranteed. And if he decides to do it, he's going to make sure that he charges. So this here, guys, we got 2 SKUs. So we got $355 for the collector's edition and $385 for the deluxe edition. Okay. So he would have to charge, because remember, he's mom and pop. Okay. He's mom and pop. So for that, he would have to charge $750, $850 because he's mom and pop. So he can't afford to make figures, or what am I talking about? If a double pack of a Catwoman is $1,000, this figure having LED, if it gets that far, right? Let's say it's got LEDs, but how are they going to be powered? Probably battery, USB. I doubt it. He's not that advanced, or whoever. Not him. We talk about him. He doesn't make his stuff anyway. So that's another conversation. So he would have to charge you $1,200 for this figure because he's mom and pop, so he can make a profit of $50 a figure. And so that's why it would be the dumbest thing in the world for him to get involved into. Again, if he wants to hurt himself, like himself to himself, make this Mr. Freeze and then wait so you could see what people say, honest people say, when they compare the Hot Toys one to his. And obviously, the biggest complaint is going to be, for the amount of money I pay for the Jazz Inc. one, it is not better. It will never be better, period. So that's why he will never buy. Again, I will be completely shocked if we hear that he's going to continue with the project, which I can guarantee you he will not. It doesn't make sense. So let's get right into the figure, guys. So as you can see, the deluxe version comes with the wings, right? Like I mentioned earlier, everything is powered. The weapon is USB powered. The suit is USB powered. So the thing, it's going to be a legendary figure all around. This is going to be epic. We already got this this base, diorama base here. I believe we got this with the XE suit Batman from Arkham, the video game, the VGM blind figure. So at least the effects, right? Because it was supposed to be from that Mr. Freeze scene in the video game, or part in the video game. So reused part again, not surprised. But guys, the figure. So let's get into the figure. The thing is massive. The thing looks beautiful. The light up functions look super bright, very, very accurate, right? The paint application, that metallic chrome on it, perfect. I don't know how they could have done this any better. Look at this thing. Look at the hose connected to the back of the suit. Look at all the hoses in the front. Look at the light up LED on top. The whole suit lights up, as you can see. This thing is going to be epic. This thing is going to be epic. The glasses, guys, the glasses, you can have the goggles on if you want, which, again, epic look to him. Right here, he looks badass. Look how evil he looks. One thing I'm going to point out, guys, that you may or may not realize. The reason why, okay, not the reason why. One of the reasons why this was made, at least announced at this time, right? What else was announced prior to this? T800 battle damage, T800. Okay? So it makes perfect sense that this is the perfect time to do this announcement. Right? There is absolutely nothing different besides the paint application on the head sculpt than the T800 head sculpt. It's the exact same thing. Obviously, one had the hair sculpted and this one is bald. There is going to be no difference. There's going to be no, oh my God, this one's aged. There's going to be no, oh my God, this one's so much better. It's going to be the same exact thing. They both got rolling eyes. So that's how you're going to get these types of looks, right? Now, why is that important? Well, here is a figure, right, of a line, of a movie that nobody likes, okay? It was not Batman Forever and Batman and Robin were not the greatest movies at all. I love those movies. They were not the best by any means. That's why I jumped right into the Val Kilmer and Robin figures as soon as they came out, the Chris O'Donnell, immediately when they came out, because I remember those movies. I watched those movies over and over and over and over for years. So it was a no-brainer to me, right? But the fact that they're getting into these movies that, again, why? I guess they don't poll to see who likes these movies. I guess they don't care, right, who likes these movies. The fact that, again, on top of all of that, they get into Batman and Robin when the Batman Forever figures are still sitting. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't looked. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But for the longest time, they were sitting on Sideshow. Nobody wanted them. Everybody was getting them dirt cheap, if they were even bothering getting them. But they were still available. If somebody knows if they're not available anymore, please let me know in the chat. But I could guarantee you they're probably there. But at least they were there for the longest time, right? So they didn't sell out by any means. They were not a hot seller. They were not going out, you know. So knowing that, because they know that very well, to get into Batman and Robin, why? The worst part is that it's the exact same suits, the exact same materials. I will tell you this. Maybe, okay, maybe the reason why they decided to make this Mr. Freeze is because they know that those figures will most likely sit as well. Again, just an assumption. I'm assuming they have other reasons why they decided to make that stuff. right? That's just my own personal thought on that, right? Because again, I could have told you this is never coming. Somebody would have asked me, hey, do you think they're making? Absolutely never. Especially when the third party company did it. Not Social Toys, not that one, the other one, the ugly one. The one that's very thin, very crappy looking garbage piece. I don't remember the company who made it, or the company that made it, but they made a really, really garbage one that's shit. And so after seeing that, I was like, oh, nobody's going to bother with that. And then again, people saying that, because I didn't know, people saying that Jazz Inc. was going to make theirs, blah, blah. I would have never bought it anyway, so it didn't matter, right? Now that this is here, right, it changes the whole conversation, at least for Jazz Inc., right? Now he's got to look into a different project. Because again, guarantee you there is absolutely no way he is going forward with this. Impossible. It wouldn't make any sense. So the figure, like I said, the figure looks perfect. Even as you can see, the way he's holding the gun in the movie, the suit was so bulky and the gun was so bulky that's exactly how he held it. And I remember that scene because I remember I watched the movie so many times. He actually holds it like this, like weird. It doesn't look natural because, again, everything's so bulky, so big. So even that is perfect. The ice effect, look at that. Perfect shape like in the movie, like the effect comes out of the gun, right? Really nice. Another thing, if you guys notice, they're getting fancier and fancier with these effects. Every time they come out with a figure, it's a new effect. It's a new style of effect, which it's great, right? It's great. They're doing new things to obviously make the figure that much better. Do they need to do this? Absolutely not. But this is Hot Toys. They will always do whatever, especially the tip, right? You can leave it just with just the whole thing shooting out, but no, they got to give it the extra effect. So what are you going to complain about now? Let's see what you guys are. Tuli says it left yours frozen solid too. This guy is unbelievable. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, Michael. Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. Pre-ordered. Hello, community of collectors. Yeah, I ordered mine immediately too, guys. Mine came up for pre-order. The pictures were up. I went right on Sideshow. Boom. Ordered mine right away. I want no problems. I want no issues. And I definitely don't want to overpay. This thing is expensive as hell. $355 or $385. That's a big dip. You know, it's a lot for a figure. Again, it doesn't say anything about die cast. That's another conversation, right? No die cast, which this is a perfect figure to be made in die cast. This is telling me it's going to be plastic, right? At $355 and $385. Kind of, we get an Iron Man die cast Iron Man at $400. So why couldn't this be? And again, I understand, in Iron Man, there's no head sculpt. Here we have a head sculpt. Obviously, there's more money. So I understand all of it. That's why we're paying what we're paying. But it's 2025. Okay? To me at least, any metallic figure at this point should all be die-cast. Period. I don't care what the excuse is. Again, especially at this price. Charge me $400 and make it die-cast. I don't care. What's the difference? At least I'm getting a head sculpt. If you guys pay attention, any Iron Man figure with a head sculpt is not $400. It's almost $500. Okay? Iron Patriot was $400 without a head sculpt. So that's just standard without a head sculpt. So this is coming with a head sculpt. So I understand the price jump 100%. Right? We're not getting die cast, but we're getting a head sculpt. So there's your $355, $385. Right? It's plastic, but you got a head sculpt. Right? If you were die cast with a head sculpt, $485. Easy. So is it better? Right? Is it better to get a plastic figure over the die-cast figure? Again, obviously, it depends on preference, depends on, if they even bother making the figure that way, right? Here, obviously, this one, it's plastic. So is it worth it? That's your problem, right? But it's either we get the figure in plastic or we don't get it at all, because obviously there's a problem for them to not want to bother with the die-cast figure, and they know that they could get that money out of it, which is why I'll never understand why they don't just do die-cast. We have no choice when there's an Iron Man announced. Ever. What do? Another Iron Man or, man, I need it. Those are the only two conversations. Oh, who asked for this? Another Iron Man? Or, man, that looks awesome. I can't wait to get it. Nobody talks about price. Nobody talks about, oh, man, which are you getting? Are you getting the plastic or are you getting the die cast? That's not a conversation. We have no choice. So that's what I mean. So if we already don't have a choice with Iron Man, just make everything die-cast. What is the difference? The difference is that it would be $485, and then, with the wings, a completely different conversation. That's why, again, that's just part of it. That's just, one aspect of all the reasons why. So that's the thing. But to me, right? To me, I think that everything should always be die-cast at this point. For the amount of money that they charge, again, which is the main point, right? Plastic at this point is redundant. Plastic at this point is cheap. Again, we know what a good quality die-cast figure looks like. Why are we still getting plastic in 2025? Again, when all of the Iron Man figures are die-cast, there's no more plastic Iron Man. There's nothing. There's none of that. So why are we getting metallic figures in plastic? That's what I don't like. That's what bothers me. Patrick says, I think is start with R. What do you mean? Start with R. Explain. I don't know what that means. Just think Mr. Freeze will actually fly. Just can make this die cast and he can make the gun actually freeze. Soda pops. How much did you pay for that, Thule? How much? 1,200? 1,500? for only $12.99. Exactly. For only $12.99 shipped. Unbelievable. Nefty would buy two. One to keep in the box just in case, and then one for. Christian says, hear me out now. If Jazz Inc. got the right from Arnold and Hot Toys too, what if they partner up? What if Jazz Inc. gets made partner of design by Hot Toys or lead? The problem is Jazz Inc. is not doing anything. They don't do any of it. That's the problem. Jazz Inc. has Sean Dabbs doing their stuff. So what are they going to do? What can they possibly provide Hot Toys that Hot Toys can't do better? Nothing. So that would never happen, ever in a billion years. That would be like me doing content with somebody who doesn't collect. What would be the goal of that? What would be the point of that? What would come out of that? Nothing. Remember, you guys, and this is very important that Christian brought this up. You guys are talking about Jazz Inc. as if it was a figure company with no figures made, with nothing available to talk about, nothing to say about anything, right? So to even think about including Jazz Inc. in a conversation with Hot Toys, that alone is outrageous. Because that doesn't even belong in the same conversation. That's what I'm saying. It's like me sitting here having a conversation with somebody that knows nothing about Hot Toys. Like 99% of the community. Especially the ones that complain a lot. Those are the most knowledgeable ones. So, that's the thing. So that conversation, that's not even a thing, right? That's not even a reality. That can't even happen. That will never happen. But I get what you're saying. David, my friend, welcome.
Hello!
He said, anyone see Rusty? I'm getting a bit concerned. No, I think he's cleaning up Jazzing's tears over these news. He's devastated. Uh, the reason I'm saying this is that I never thought Jazz Inc. would be legit, and then he struck a deal. No, it's not. That's not the problem. Because clearly anybody can get the license, right? So that's not even the issue. The issue is, again, we haven't gotten anything. It was like, Inart? Remember Inart came out and everybody was, oh, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. And then there was no product for like over a year. So, and then when the product came out, it was a nightmare. It was all shit. So, you know what I mean? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Joe Hendry, welcome. You come at the king, you best not. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Yeah, the movie is hot, but I agree. I think so too. Truly, now Judging will be missing out money in there. TK, welcome. He says, don't have to worry about the hair. Yeah, thank God. Woof. Anything Arnold is a must, right? It's going to be a sick figure. It's going to be a massive figure. It's going to be a bulky figure. It's going to be, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Look at those wings. I never liked the wings even in the movie. I think they're like kind of like ugly, kind of dumb, kind of like, I don't know. But the suit, guys, woo, look at that. That is such a classy piece. Do you know how sick that's going to be when your lights are all out and that thing is lit up? That thing is going to look gorgeous. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Do you know even not lit up how nice this is going to look? You guys don't even understand. These movies are insult to Batman, but hey, they can't funny. This guy. Only one from this movie I would get, Batgirl and Poison Ivy. So Batgirl. So here's the thing, right? So exactly what I said earlier is the only reason why I think that this is even a thing. Again, it is not the first time they've made a Arnold head sculpt, right? They've made Arnold since, their first Arnold was Dutch, right? So they've had Arnold's, permission forever, right? You have Dutch, you have John Matrix, you have T-800, you have from Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Right, then you got obviously the redos, right? Then what else? Then you have the Guardian release from Terminator Genesis, I want to say. Then they've always made Arnold. They've always had them, right? So why wasn't this made years ago, right? Who the hell knows? But the only reason why this is out now is because the head sculpt, they just made them. So they figured, hey, let's see what other license. Again, my assumption, I don't know what happens, how they get these things. But my assumption is, hey, what else can we get out of this head sculpt? And they figured, let's see what quick license we can get. And not even quick license. Again, it could have been a plan all along. The fact that they got into the what's his name? George Clooney Batman, Batman and Robin, George Clooney Batman and Robin, that alone leads me to believe, all right, so they already knew that they were getting into this because they started with Batman and Robin and now boom. Which is perfect if you look at it, because again, we just got Battle Damage T-800. We just got the regular T-800. So then another Arnold, boom, again, with the same exact head sculpt. I'm going to say it again. Do not think this is different. Do not think this is tweaked. Do not think this is new. The only difference is the paint on it. There is no reason for them to make anything different. The paint, the blue paint on it will make it look different. Here, this. So this is going to make it look different because, as you can see, it's different, right? But this is exactly the same as the Arnold, not the Arnold, the T800 head sculpt that we just got. Same exact thing. So height wise, right? Let's talk height because there's a picture of. See, look at that. Look how nice he looks without the helmet on. He looks just like the Social Toys figure with the robe. Obviously, look, this one looks better. But look how nice that looks. Look how clean that looks. Look how perfect that looks. Anybody who complains about this, don't be surprised. Somebody will. Actually, I think somebody did already. Somebody said who asked for this. Can you imagine? Unbelievable. So again, beautiful. As you can see, you can't go wrong with the Arnold by Hot Toys because they're always great. Again, like I said, we've gotten this already. So this is nothing new. And here are the gauntlets. It says gauntlets with detailed mechanism. So this is the test tubes that he used, that he gave Bruce at the end of the movie to cure Alfred's McGregor syndrome stage 2, I believe, is what he had. And so that is what he opened up at the end, and it like popped open and the vials popped out. So I don't know if it's going to do exactly that. I don't think so. It doesn't look it, but it looks like the compartment opens up, which is cool. And then here is where he dumps the little diamonds to recharge his armor. I don't know how movie accurate this is. It looks kind of small to me. Again, I don't remember the movie exactly, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Unless you guys are a big fan of this suit and you need it fixed, then please start complaining right now. So this is where I was getting to the height, right? So as you can see, MMS 799 and 800 are the regular, right? The collectors and the deluxe. As you can see, everything's off right now, and look still how gorgeous this looks. This is what I was going to say before. Even not lit up, this is going to look badass on anybody's shelf. Look at the height difference. Look how bulky, how massive. Again, just like the movie. This is George Clooney right here. Look how awesome that's going to look together. Again, as you can see, they're not showing you any articulation whatsoever. Here's another look with the rolling eyeballs, which we know. Again, see, zero articulation. Here's him flying. See, all close-ups. Look at the articulation. It's like the smallest angle of knee articulation you'll ever find on a figure. This is what you're getting right here. See, look at that. So it's all about the suit being menacing, being big, being bulky, being massive, right? That's it. That's all it is. There's nothing more than that. Another, like I always say, and I will always say, another useless, bulky, muscular body, because this is what they all are. Another thing I noticed, guys, if you look, the undersuit, it looks like the undersuit, not the exact same thing, but something like the Batman and Batcycle Batman suit from The Flash. Something like that, because that's what that suit had. It had like an undersuit that was ripping. Remember, you guys, we talked about the tears that it was having. So this is another type of suit. As you can see, it goes under the panels because you can see it's lit up and you can see the stripes going down as you can see them up here. So it's just one whole body suit. Then this is just armor that goes on top. Again, pretty much like that Batman and Batcycle figure. Same exact thing, pretty much. Big, bulky body. Obviously, this is going to be a bigger body than that, but pretty much the same exact thing. Here he is with goggles. Again, as you can see, guys, everything lights up, which is awesome. This thing is so... Another reason why it's $355 for the collectors is, all this light up, all these light up features. It's a lot of lighting that we're going to get. This is most likely going to be lit up with the same stuff as like the Jedis are coming with, right? So you have the battery pack, right? You're going to have a wire prop most likely coming out of the weapon because that's LED powered too, right? Or USB powered, sorry. Then you have the body, obviously USB powered as well. And we're going to get into the description of what's in here because this is what tells you, what he's getting. So here it is. So authentic and detailed likeness of Arnold as Mr. Freeze and Batman and Robin. One newly developed Mr. Freeze head sculpt with separate rolling eyes. One newly developed detachable LED lighted transparent helmet, ice blue light USB power operated. So the helmet USB power operated. Okay. Movie accurate facial expression with ice blue skin and detailed skin texture. The height 33.5 centimeters tall. Here we go for more LED stuff. Where is it? Translucent and iridescent color armor pieces on upper arms, chest, thighs, calf, and calves. LED lighted design on helmet, upper arms, chest, thighs, calves, ice blue light USB power operated. So it's USB powered. Here, one freeze gun, ice blue light USB powered operated. So like I said, the gun is USB powered. So like I said, it's most likely like the lightsabers with the wire, right? So it's going to be wired rifle, right? And so you're going to have to plug it in most likely to the battery pack. And then obviously same with him, right? You're going to have to plug his wires up to the battery pack and then USB power the one, the whole figure like you do the Jedis. Again, most likely is the only thing that would make sense right now. So, unless they come out with the USB port like they did for the 2020 the 2020 suit Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man figure, right? Came with the USB port in the back of the figure. So that, like we've talked about before, that's probably the future of Iron Man and USB powered stuff. But as of right now, the battery pack is what it looks like we're getting. And here is another. Now I'm noticing, like I said earlier, there's a wire here, guys. So like I said, this most likely the wire that is going to power the weapon. So this is probably plugged into the battery pack, like I said, because like I said, that's the only thing that makes sense. There's no other way to call something USB powered without having a plug or something to connect to, right? So this is right here again. This is another close-up of it. Here's the wire. So this is where you plug it into the battery box in the back. And he's probably going to have the same type of mount, whether it's on the body, right? The little clip to mount on his waist, or the one that goes on the pole of the figure, depending on whatever they decide to give us, or however you decide to, to plug it in, to mount it or whatever. Yeah, see, you notice, say they have it unplugged here. If you're noticing, these are the same outlet, the same plugs, it looks like that you plug into like the lightsabers and stuff, at least from what it looks like here. So that's what it looks like. It could be, at least. We'll find out when we find out. So again, the gun, very detailed. Look at the chrome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This thing's gonna be, I'm telling you, and when this thing sells out, okay, remember, another reason why I ordered immediately. I'm learning my lesson with DC, right? So because of the fact that I've had to overpay for the last two figures, I am now, and again, we talk about how bad these movies are, this one specifically too, and that the fear of having to overpay, I said, I'm good. Because this is, again, a big figure, once this sells out, at least the deluxe, forget it. Forget it, forget it, forget it. It's not going to be fun having to overpay for that. Let's see who else is in here. USB lights is going to be cool. No, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. If goggles can go on bald head sculpt, oh, that'd be cool. I don't think they show that though. I don't see why it wouldn't, unless the only way that they attach is on the helmet. Which, let me see if I could get a close up. No, they attach to his face. See, they attach to his face. It could be magnetic. See, just there's nothing else, so it could be magnetic, but they don't tell you anything about it. But that's a good point. See, they only show you with the because again, he didn't do that in the movie, right? They didn't show you. He was never in the movie with the goggles on, without the helmet on. So that's why they're not showing you that. There's no need. It's not movie accurate. But I don't think it'll be a problem you putting them on. As you can see, they're not being, held on to his face with anything. There's no wires. There's no strap. There's nothing. So looks like it's gonna work, David. Good question. We got Sean in the house. Welcome. Welcome. We got a super chat from Luch. I'm still waiting on my little 380 for the deluxe with standard figures going for 300 plus. I'm getting more. Guys, so like I tell you guys every time, every stream, because he's here every stream. Okay. So he went from buying one figure a year to being more picky. Think about that for a second. Think about that. Just 1 second.
Have you heard of a psyop?
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
We got another one from Michael. Thank you, my friend. Look at this guy. I would 100% swap out the extra head scope for a die-cast battle damage T800 at the 350 price tag, or pay the extra for die-cast. Make it an artisan. Make what an artisan? This one? I would 100% swap out the extra head sculpt for a die-cast battle damage T800 at the price of 3. What do you mean? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Trying to figure out what you're trying to say, but thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Explain it to me, because I don't
Thank
get
you.
it.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now you guys see what I deal with? Do you guys see what I deal with? FOMO more like, oh wait, I missed. Actually, he's been selling for like retail lately. Chris, my friend, welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Christian says they're making this line now because the kids that loved it are grown now and are hitting nostalgia like just no, I don't think so. I don't think it's that, because let me tell you something. If that's the case, there's a lot more better things that they could be coming out with than this. Okay? Especially, like I said, with this movie, right? There's way better movies that they could be making than this. But again, number one, they must have had this planned 100%. To be announced with all the Arnold announcements, which again, that's the only thing that I see making sense, because they figured we got this head sculpt, let's use it up as much as possible. Same thing with the Mark III, right? We always get repaints, always. 3 Mark IIIs. So they're reusing a lot of stuff as much as possible, I guess, to be able to come out with more product, make money that much more, that much quicker. I'm not complaining. Who's complaining? I know this community never complains. JD says Hot Toys got good at light up figures over the years, and Mr. Freeze really benefits from the absolutely. Again, you can talk all the crap you want about Hot Toys. You can hate Hot Toys all you want. You can believe the fairy tale that Jokers are coming bald. You can believe all of it. Go find better. Go find, if you really believe that and you think that, go find better. Go find better. That's simple. Go find better. Movie spoiler. Movie spoiler. Nathan, my friend, welcome. This Mr. Freeze announcement blew me away. I'm still trying to cool off this guy. Ringo, welcome, my friend. Welcome. So, CSI, welcome. Nice to see you. But it doesn't come with the 1/6 diamonds from the movie past typical. Right? Don't they always look for like the dumbest excuse to be like, pass? That is great. That is so good. It has all exposed metal on the battle damage C800 figure should be Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes and no. Okay. I'm going to tell you why. Right? All that will do to the figure is make the head that much heavier. That's it. Right? I'm going to give you an example. The Inert Joker, right? What do? They went die-cast weapons, which everybody was, oh man, die-cast weapons. Yeah, and again, very cool concept to get a die-cast weapon. The problem is that Inert, with the decades of experience that they have, being the Hot Toys killer, they came in with their first figure, again, trying to come in as a company doing something different, something new, something refreshing, which those arms, right? Those seamless arms for the Joker that are like this, for that jail cell scene. And obviously they added a whole bunch of different, sets, but those arms, right? That was wow. Hot Toys hasn't done that, and then, that's what people thought. Iron Man Mark 42, the suit up one. Hot Toys had done that years ago. But again, the newbies thought, oh my God, this is new, and oh my God. So by making the weapons diecast and attaching and having a figure with magnetic arms, right? Think about it. If your weapon is heavy as hell because it's diecast and you have a magnet that is holding your arm together that is not meant to hold whatever the weight is of this diecast weapon, how do you think that's going to work out? So epic fail. Again, love the seamless arms, love the diecast stuff. The combination of it doesn't work. Right? Again, that's just the arms. You're talking about the head. What would be the point of that? You know what I mean? Of having, it would be awesome to have it, pull it off the figure, be like, oh, wow, this is awesome. It has some weight to it, feels cool. Or, you take it out of the box and, oh, wow, look, it feels cool. That is it. It's not going to give it more detail. It's not going to make it look better. It's not going to do anything better for the head sculpt besides make it heavier. That's it. When it comes to detail, what Hot Toys is doing now, it's only going to get better as they go bigger because you could actually, you could fit more detail in there. If they were to make a quarter scale Terminator figure, that will be the best Terminator battle damaging you'll ever see. So that's why it's not necessary. I understand why you would want it and I get it, but it wouldn't make sense for them to put a heavy ass head on a figure for what? You know what I mean? It's die cast. And then over time, it's just going to weigh down the figure. It doesn't make sense for a figure. It's cool. It's a great idea, but it just wouldn't work, Chris, welcome. You made it on time. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Ryan, this guy, welcome back. He made it.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up?
Guys, Ryan said he left the chat because you guys don't collect. He said, you know what? He goes, I can't really be here with these non-collectors. So this is why, if you guys notice, he always disappears, is because he says that you guys don't collect in the group chat. Just kidding, I didn't say that. Imagine they're like, who? What? What'd you say, Ryan? Joe P, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. All right, guys. So now let's get into potential stuff. So, like I said, the only reason why I think, again, not the only reason, but the only reason why I think that this was announced, now is because, again, the Arnolds were just made. But if they're going deep with this, right? If they decide to, I don't think so, right? I don't think they're going deep with this at all. They're not going to make an Uma Thurman figure, right? I don't think so at all, right? I don't think they're going to go after her likeness when they could go, for example, for Michelle Pfeiffer's likeness, right? Now, I'm not saying that they haven't yet, but why would they is my point, right? Again, I'm not saying that it's not possible, because we know Hot Toys, they come out of left field. Like this Mr. Freeze, I could tell you, I never expected this ever. I can kind of gauge what's going to be made by what was already made in the past. That's why I tell you guys, well, this was already made, boom, it's coming again. And because I've noticed the pattern, I know it's always going to make the money, and that's why they always keep making them, right? They've never made a Mr. Freeze. Why would they make a Mr. Freeze from that movie that was not great, right? So if anybody said, oh, did you expect? Absolutely never. I would expect a Dutch figure before a Mr. Freeze. Why? Because they made him before. But the fact that they've never even made a second version of him tells me they'll never do that again. Does that mean they'll never do that again? Absolutely not. They can make that figure and announce it tomorrow. And everybody be like, oh my God. Because that's another figure that people want over a Mr. Freeze any day. You ask anybody in this community if they would rather, which Arnold figure would you want? A Dutch or a Mr. Freeze? Obviously, if you're talking about looks-wise, a Mr. Freeze is more appealing as a figure, right? Especially not being die-cast. But if you're talking about iconic, Dutch wins all day long. Especially as a figure with the two looks, right? The arms exposed, and then the t-shirt with the cigar. Not the t-shirt, the button down with the cigar. Right? So imagine that figure now as a 2.0, or not even 2.0, just update the body, update the outfit, right? Obviously the head sculpt. Use one of these new ones. Epic figure. So nobody expected this Mr. Freeze from anywhere at all. So what does that say? Anything's possible. So why do I bring this picture up? Well, again, because of the fact that they had the likeness for Arnold already made, I'm telling you, I believe, because again, for what the hell's his name? What the hell is Batman's name? The actor's name. George Clooney. My God. Whew. For them to go into George Clooney's likeness, they didn't go into a head sculpt. They went into Robin. Think about that. They did a Chris O'Donnell head sculpt over George Clooney, over Val Kilmer. They focused on the mouthpieces. So for the main star, they didn't do the head sculpt. They did it for the sidekick. Imagine that. So now you get a full head sculpt for Mr. Freeze. Again, it's just from the fact that they're reusing it, not that it was made specifically for that. 100%. So that's what I'm saying. Is anything else possible? Maybe not. Maybe not. And most likely not. But if they're going to look for licenses requiring likenesses, why wouldn't they do something like this? Right? The problem is, what body would they use for something like this? This would be an epic figure to own. Again, very basic, very crappy looking as a figure, but it would look great to go with the line. Will they do this? Probably not. But can they? Absolutely. This would be the quickest money they'll ever make. A mask, some hoses that they got by the billions, right? A pump, a weird pump here, a button, not a pump, a button. Forget the pump, a button. And then you painted a body, blah, 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 done. That's your figure right there. Again, I don't think so, but anything is possible. He also didn't tell you I was promoted to holy water. So bad the guy to put me on a higher pedestal. This guy, holy water. Yep, Dutch for me. Exactly. This bin looks like. Oh my god, unbelievable!
How dare you?
Don't talk about Luch like that ever again on this stream, okay? Ever. Okay. Right now he's like oh man. They would use a Hulk body for that wrestler. No way. Maybe that no, not even. It's too big. No, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't even make sense to be made as a figure. But guys, this thing is a 10 all day long. I'm telling you right now. This is going to be a figure that people are going to be like, oh my God, I wish I had one. I wish I would have pre-ordered it. I'm telling you right now, again, the movie could suck, but as a figure, okay? Forget the movie, forget the storyline, forget it all. Think about this figure on your shelf. Think about the presence of this figure on your shelf. Think about how classy this figure will look on your shelf. Incredible. Okay, incredible. Yeah, the power pose Hulk with arms up. Unbelievable. Garlic. Hello. Brad the garlic. Guys, there's 32 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Leo, my friend, welcome. Welcome. I'm here for Jazz Inc. News. Well, Jazz Inc. News. Here we go. Ready? So, Brad, Jazz Inc. will no longer be making the Mr. Freeze figure because Hot Toys came in and took their money. So there is your Jazz Inc. news. Who's going to pose Arnie like a fairy? Looks like a built... This guy. Unbelievable. Looks like a nightlight. Looks like a nightlight. You guys are the worst. Oh my God. Or you could turn this one as a parademon for nightmare bats. You guys are insane. But yeah, guys, anybody not excited for this? Anybody not getting this? Anybody have any complaints about this? Please tell me in the chat or forever hold your silence. Okay? Let me look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at that. You got light up all throughout the legs, right? Then all on the chest, biceps, helmet, and weapon. Badass. I want to see something. No, see, I see something here. I thought it was the wire for the plug, but I don't think so. Brett. Just pre-ordered the deluxe 5 seconds ago. I ordered this thing immediately when it came out last night. I was like, oh, ordered right away, no problems. I want no issues, no problems. The Interstellar cuts. Ash, my friend, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see ya. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm definitely not getting it. Looks cool, but nah, not for me. See? So this is what happens, guys, when people don't really like collecting, right? See, Christian. He doesn't really like, innovation. He doesn't really like new figures. He doesn't really like different things. He's the first one to say who asked for this when we've never gotten anything like this. So hopefully we have more collect. Christian's like, what the hell? Oh man, that figure is getting. Okay, can you imagine how beautiful that look? Can you imagine getting a diorama backsplash for that? Epic, 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 epic. The figure is going to be beautiful. The figure is going to look beautiful. And I'm telling you, anybody who complains, they clearly don't know a masterpiece at all. I don't like the movie at all. It's an embarrassment, so I won't support any of it. That's kind of mean, Christian. That's kind of, if you made a movie and it was terrible, I would still buy your merch, garlic. Oh man, yeah, top notch stuff. No, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm telling you, I don't think you could ever hate on this figure. You can hate on the movie all you want. You can't hate on this figure. Look at this. Look how gorgeous that looks. Look how beautiful that looks. You know what it reminds me of? You know who had a really, really good paint application on the head sculpt? What's his name? Thrawn. Thrawn has probably one of the most amazing paint applications Hot Toys has ever had on a figure. That color on that head sculpt is gorgeous. No. Fabi sending you my Venmo and Zelle. It's unbelievable. He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow. I'm with. Yeah, I remember that song. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm still waiting for the unmasked DP. Yes, that is true. That has to come at some point. Like I said, Brown Suit Wolverine is coming. Like I said, Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, Omega, what is it? Omega Wolverine, I think it's called. That's coming. What else is coming? There was something else that I had mentioned. Oh, obviously, Elektra, Gambit, and obviously if they're making stuff like this, anything is possible. Anything is possible, guys. Which is what's exciting about stuff like this. I could have told you, like I said, if somebody would ask me, do you think they're ever going to? Absolutely never. Never, ever, ever. Now, another thing, for those who like So-So Toys, they are reissuing their Arnold figure. They're not Arnold, Mr. Freeze figure, right? In the robe. So if you guys want that look, right, then you could get it again and you could have it next to this one. They immediately jumped on that, right? They saw the announcement, they're like, reissue, which again, there's nothing wrong with it, right? It's not something that they do all the time. And even if they do, it's third party, right? The king of reissues as of right now, undefeated world champ for the past 35 millennia is Mars Toys. Mars Toys came out with the Joker, and then they sold out. And then they said, I know you loved it. Here's round two. And then it sold out. And then they said, you loved it again, but with a different tone. And then they made it again, and it sold out. And then they said, we're going for a small pre-order, guys, so jump on it. And they made it again, and they sold out again. So nobody, as far as I've been around, has ever done that with any figure. And like I said, it wasn't even a uniform product. Like all 4 batches were not the same figure, which is even worse. So that's the problem. Imagine opening a fridge and having can you imagine how badass that would be? No faith you broke. No, I'm telling you, you're going to see Deadpools, I don't think we're getting any more Deadpools at all. Like I said, Wolverines from now on. If there's another Deadpool, is going to be some random, you know what I mean? One of the many of the pack, an easy put together version of a Deadpool. But besides that, I don't think, they made plenty. They made, Lady Deadpool, Kid Pool, Dog Pool, Nice Pool, regular Deadpool, unmasked Deadpool. So, it's enough. Again, if they come out with another one, it's going to be another easy put together 1, 2, 3. Let's make this money, release. They could do that with a limited version too. Well, let's make it an ugly one for 1,500 and pieces. And who's not going to buy it? They know when I believe this. Sometimes they'll make things that are ugly and they'll limit it, or repaints, and they'll limit them because they know that as a standard release, they won't make that much money. Look at the Commando right now. The where's it from? The Bad Batch one. Right? You got Scorch, right? We first got the gray and white. That was limited. Then we got Scorch, that was limited. And then we got the all white one, and it's still sitting there. That's my point. So they know that with the white one, it is what it is. They already made their money over and over and over. And now by giving you the all white one, you could go buy a bunch and repaint them and make as many other versions as you want, because they know that people do that all the time. So that's why they didn't limit the white one, because you could go make how many other different versions from a white one. So it's more beneficial to them to give you a wide open pre-order for the white one and make a ton of the white one. Because remember, the first ones made from day one were the white ones. Period. Those were the ones that were all made first, painted gray. Here's your first batch of gray. Then gray and yellow. Here's your Scorch version. And now here's all white. Here you go. The leftover is all white. So that's what they did, right? So, and that's what they do. So when they make something that again, I believe that it's a repaint or issue. I really believe that they do it because they know that people are going to be like, nah, it's all right. I'm good. So by creating FOMO out of it, you have no choice. Again, if you're about that life, if you're about collecting, if you want the limited pieces, right? If you're a collector, right? It's not like going in the queue to be like, hey, just kidding. Or yeah, I got it. Nah, just gonna let it go, because why would you do that? So it's crazy. Present toys, limited 300 pieces. Oh, okay. So they limited it. So it's only a 300 piece release of the Mr. Freeze, Bob. The inside of an Apex Time Infinity Mirror case would look epic all lit up. This inside. Oh, that's right. That is right. That would look incredible. Play the intercept. This is Brad every time he sees that I'm on stream. Every time I'm on, that's Brad. They need a background up. Again, are they going to make, because like I mentioned earlier, they made a George Clooney mouth plate, not the head sculpt. Can they make an Alicia Silverstone mouth plate? Absolutely. Are they going to bother? Can they bother? They could reuse the Arkham Batman body figures and make the perfect Batgirl for that, for this line. Obviously, people won't be happy because it's obvious, right? When they redid it with the purple repaint, everybody knew right away that it was the same exact body because of the crotch area. That it wasn't seamless, so you could see like everything there. So people knew right away, oh, they're reusing it just to repaint. Which again, everybody knows that Hot Toys does this, but people complain. So they can reuse that again if they really want to make the figure, which again, I don't think they will, but they could. They definitely could. What about DP with head sculpt and claws? Yeah, no, that's the one that's coming out. That still hasn't been announced for pre-order. That's the unmasked version, the battle damage with the claws that are all bloody and the burned head sculpt. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. Brad said, I want a Crow 2.0. A Crow would be a great redo, great reissue, a great remake. That figure with these new bodies, when it comes to articulation, the head sculpt, even that head sculpt still now to this day, it still looks perfect, but the body, if we could get a nice body or an updated body for that figure, forget it. I'm being sarcastic. They said limited, but it's still gets reissued 3 times. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I see what you're saying. 300. I gotcha. Yeah, no, they just leave those pre-orders open because they want to get as much money as possible. The thing with Mars Toys is, specifically through I don't know if anybody else that sells Mars Toys does it, but specifically through Kit, right? Shout out to Kit, because he's close with them. They could just say, "Hey, Kit, make an announcement to take a short pre-order," and he'll make an announcement, and then whatever orders come in, they'll come in, right? Because by him saying it's a short pre-order makes people jump on it that much more. Oh, it's a short pre-order. Let me get in. So that's why they do that. They could get 100 pre-orders by saying, a small pre-order. But I could tell you also that that the people at Mars Toys tell Kit, hey, we could make another, 50, 60 or whatever. So cut it off at blah. That has to happen, which is how they get to 4 reissues. Right? They cut it off at some point and then they get more material, more stuff. Boom, boom, let's make some more. Again, let's open it again. That's how they don't sit on product, which is, again, very smart. No issue with that. But it's like, how much value are you trying to give me with your figure? And a slap in the face was, it's not uniform product either. The first release was most likely the best one. And then after that, it got the jackets and I think the whole suit got darker. It was more like a pinkish or a purple. It was something happened to the suit color that changed. I don't have him, so I don't know. But it's like, man, how greedy are you that you need to make the same figure 4 times in a row? You didn't even wait a year in between. It was like, oh, sold out, short pre-order, boom, sold out, short pre-order, back to back to back. That I don't like. I don't like because it's not about the figure anymore. It's about the money. So you just come in to make figures as fast as possible, as many as possible, and move next. I don't like that. And then, oh, you want it again? Here you go again. No. Because that time that you're focusing on doing that, repeating that, you could go put it into doing something different, something better, giving us another figure, getting another license, something that is not the same thing 4 times. So what does that tell you about a company that does that? How good can they be? How valuable can they be? Like I said, I don't own any of those figures, and I want them all. I have the 66 Batmobile. I have the Hot Toys Batman and Robin. I would love those figures. They would look great. They would fit great in my collection. I don't know why I never got them. Something said, just hold off, just wait. And look, 4 reissues, and I didn't even get a single one out of the 4. It's a turnoff. Again, for me, you could do whatever the hell you want. For me, it's a turnoff. Because again, it's not about the figure. It's not about making a good figure. It's about, I need to pump this out so I can make more money. And then let's do it again for more money. And let's do it again. And again, the giveaway is that they didn't even care about the final batch, that it was a completely different color. So that to me tells me, again, why am I supporting this if they're giving me garbage to take my money? I would never. So that's why I didn't even bother with Mars Toys at all. I could tell you right now, I don't even know what I have from Mars Toys, if anything. I can't think of the top of my head what they've made over the years. But I can tell you it can't be much. I have Daft Toys. I have Present Toys. Mars Toys, I can tell you I most likely don't have anything. Just because, again, it was a turn off for me. I didn't like that one bit. So let me see. Anybody not getting this? And let me see if somebody answered that. Tell me who's not getting this and who's getting this in the chat. If not, we're out. You garlics don't wanna talk to me. Garlics. Let me see if I had something else to bring up. No, I think I got everything. I got everything. Do you guys want to talk about this again? No, I'm kidding. Imagine. Oh man. Oh my God, can you imagine? All right, let's see. Let's see if you guys are getting it, not getting it. If not, we're out. And thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. The figure has a special place in an Apex case. Good idea, Tuli. Absolutely. That's gonna look insane with all those lights. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Does anybody in the chat have the Apex cases? Please let me know. I know Ryan. Ryan, don't you have? You have, right? I think Ryan has. I think he's the first person I saw with that case. All right, looks like nobody else wants to gossip. Yeah, I thought so. All right, Brad says I'm not getting it. Hated the Schumacher movie. See, that's what happens. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense for him to get into this movie at all. It's very, very weird. It's very ballsy, right? I can tell you, they cannot possibly be expecting many of the Batman and Robin figures, but I can tell you, with this announcement, those sales are going to go right up. Do you need the Batman and Robin to go with the Mr. Freeze? Absolutely not, right? You don't have to have them, right? Especially because you don't even have a George Clooney head sculpt to go with, the Batman. So do you really need it? Absolutely not. Robin, what is he going to do, right? So no, this thing is going to be epic on its own. But obviously, if you want to have the entire line, which is what I do, I can't be normal or feel normal knowing that I have a line that is incomplete, whether it's with one figure short or two figures short, whatever it is, they're coming home. I have to finish the line no matter what. Also, I've been looking for BT1. BT1 was one of those figures, that CMS figure that came out with the C3PO 000, right? With the blades and all that stuff. I got the BT1 for 260 Canadian dollars. That came out to something like 180 something dollars. Which the figure was something like 240, 250, something like that, and then plus tax and shipping aside. So again, waiting on certain things, right? So 000, I didn't want to wait on. It was a die cast. It was the repaint. It was a die cast. Same thing with, BT1. So I got it through Jerby Casa. He has these auctions in his group, and I didn't know about them. William tagged me on the auction, and literally one person bid the starting bid. I bid the second bid. The starting bid was 250. I bid 260. Got it, no problem. So I was very happy about that. So that's coming soon. So the whole point of me bringing that up is that is a line, right? That 000 and BT1 is a complete line. Those two figures make a line. I've been dying for this BT1. It is plastic. There is nothing special about it. I love the thing, though. I love the thing. I love the weapons on it, even though it looks funky, right? I love the thing. Killing me, the fact that I don't have it. Now, finally have it. I could sleep now, knowing that it's coming home. So that's what happens when I don't complete a line. I go crazy. It all depends if you send me alone, this guy. Guys, is there any way that you guys would support a GoFundMe for this guy? He, as you can see, he's asking for a loan. Like I told you guys last stream, he crossed the border and he's in San Diego right now. I would tell you his address. I don't have it, on hand right now. But if ICE is listening, please, not ICE, guys, please help this person in need for a. I want to start a GoFundMe for him. Hopefully, we could get him some shoes. Hopefully, um, ICE is not listening to this because he really needs their help. I hope he doesn't. Brad. Oh man, Brad. This Mr. Freeze is one off, and I don't see a 2.0 of this. Definitely getting it. Well, yes. So number one, there will never be a 2.0 of this. That's a fact, right? There will never be a 2.0. There will never be a need for a 2.0 of this. It is already sized as a 2.0 body, guarantee you that. This is, like I said, and I will say it again, the reason why they use this head sculpt is because it was already made, right? And it's already made at a 2.0 size, right? The T800 that this head sculpt was made for is a 2.0 figure, right? This Mr. Freeze is going to be a 2.0 body. It's not going to be labeled a 2.0 figure because there's never been a 1.0, right? So it's just like the Batman and Bat Cycle, right? Same exact thing. It's not a 2.0. There will never be a 2.0, but it's a 2.0 body, which is why they made sure to let us know that the mouth plates will work on the Batman BVS 2.0 because it's the same exact body, it's the same exact size. The Batman and Bat Cycle is not labeled 2.0 because there will never be a 1.0 and there wasn't a 1.0, right? So same thing with this. This is a 2.0 body that's going to fit Arnold's 2.0 head perfectly because they're not going to give us a T800 as a 2.0 and then they're going to go and shrink Arnold's head for a Mr. Freeze. It'll never happen in a billion years. So that's what I'm saying. When they make a figure, right, they have to sculpt it a certain way, right? So I'm assuming first is bald and then they go with the hair, right? So from the beginning, they already had it bald. And then obviously they went to battle damage and then they went clean, and then they went to the hair. However they do it, But that's the only thing that makes sense. So you are correct. There will be no 2.0. So like I said, this is why I ordered it immediately. I don't know what can happen with this figure. This is something that is crazy, unexpected. Nobody expected this. I can tell you that 100% because there was no signs of this coming ever. And I'm telling you, coming from me. The one person who every time they see a sign, this is coming. So this is crazy. It's a good announcement at least. It'll be a good release, but it's a great announcement, and it's going to be a great figure. I'm getting that Chewbacca. Big Dog, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. There's 32 of you guys. Need to please hit that like button if you haven't yet, and thank you guys for being here and hanging out with the Hot Toys God, the one and only Hot Toys God, forever and ever, coming from the heavens of Hot Toys. Unbelievable. Collier Edison Henry, welcome. Good evening. Happy Friday. At Fabs, at this point, I'm not sure I'm getting Mr. Freeze. Why? How come? Tell us. Ryan. Let's see. Giovan says this figure is absolutely pantry worth. Absolutely. Welcome. I don't know. I think I said hello to you.
Hello!
If I said hello to you earlier, it's because you've been very quiet all night. I'm glad I ordered this, man. Would have been exactly. And like I said, it's not that you won't be able to find them later on. It's just you're going to have to pay a lot, especially the deluxe with the wings. You may not even care for the wings, but if you want the deluxe, you're going to have to pay, a lot of money. So it's gonna suck if you miss out on it. Just watch Daredevil. I want some figures from the show. Yeah. Yep. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. I am not changing my times, guys, for this for the show, for the series at all. I'm starting same time, but what I will do is for Andor. I'm having a watch party again every episode. So if you guys want to hang out and watch it together, we can. If not, watch it by yourself like a peasant. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully Mike will be in and we will go over everything again. What's today? Today's Friday. We may get something tomorrow. Not likely, but there's always the possibility because it's happened before. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you